Radahn is the worst designed boss in all of FromSoft history. Now, before you say, oh, I beat him in one try, good for you. I'm glad you didn't have to suffer through this terrible boss design more than once. It's not about him being hard, it's about him being tedious and annoying. So first things first, the long windup. When you first enter into the boss arena, you're 15 miles away from him and he's firing huge arrows at you that will absolutely wreck you. You're gonna have to run or ride up to him and dodge all those arrows along the way. It takes too long, and if you have to do it over and over and over, it gets very grating. The boss fight is gimmicky. I dislike gimmick bosses most of the time. Those bosses where there's only one real way to kill them, like Wolnir in Dark Souls 3, where you have to destroy his bracelets. I know, you can kill him normally, but it takes forever. May as well just go for the bracelets. The idea behind Radahn's fight sounds great on paper. You and a platoon of NPCs all going up against him. When you go into the arena, the road up to him is filled with NPC summons, and you can summon them all at once. And with your platoon, you run and fight them all together. But it fails at making that feel good. Radahn is massive. He's very big and also very fast. He has attacks that send him gliding across the battlefield a mile at a time at Mach 5. This means there's massive hitboxes just gliding around the battlefield almost constantly. This kills the NPC summons, if not you. His speed makes sure you cannot keep up with him or outrun him if you're on foot, so maybe it's a good idea to get on Torrent and ride. It's better, but it's still not good. With Torrent's speed, you can just about keep up with Radahn and outrun his attacks. But if they hit you, they will either stop Torrent in his tracks or just dismount you. 80% of the time, it's a dismount. When you get dismounted, you are left on the ground for about 3 or 4 seconds before you can do anything. And since Radahn is basically a colossal living blender, this will kill you. So maybe you just act as a commander and let the NPCs take care of him? Oh. Looks like you have no choice but to take aggro most of the time, when one slip up, which is very easy to do, gets you killed. There's also an RNG mechanic. When an NPC dies, you are able to resummon them almost immediately. Oh nice, you might be thinking, but oh no, is it ever not nice. This battlefield is massive and there are about 12 giant glowy flags scattered about. When an NPC's summon sign reappears, it will be at one of those flags at random with no indication of which one. Great. I've had times where I find one sign and while I'm looking for another, the lone NPC I just summoned runs in and instantly dies before I can find another sign. Maybe it's just a matter of perseverance and you just keep summoning for 10 hours? Wrong! After an NPC dies about 5 times, their sign will no longer reappear. Good God, who designed this fight? Everything about Radahn's battle design is so bad as it all contradicts itself and punishes you for playing by the gimmick. It's just so frustrating, tedious, terrible. Whoever decided Radahn's fight was a good idea needs to be shot. Disclaimer, no one really needs to be shot. That's terrible. I'm just very angry.